Hello everyone and welcome back to Cute Crochet. My name is Sri and in today's video I am going to show you how to crochet this witch hat amigurumis. These are super easy to make and perfect for beginners, and they make the most adorable gifts for your friends and family this Halloween or even for trick or treat. You can use them by themselves or add them to your favorite amigurumis or decor to make them look super cute. So let's get started. I'm going to use this brown yarn inspired by the sorting hat from Harry Potter. This is a 4-ply yarn, and with it I'm going to use a 4mm crochet hook, which is a couple of sizes smaller than what is recommended for this yarn. I do this so that my stitches are nice and tight and none of my stuffing shows through. Start by making a magic circle. To do that, wrap your yarn up and over your finger like so, forming a cross in the front. Then insert your hook underneath the cross. Take the yarn from the other side and pull through. Then yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. And this finishes the magic circle we are going to work into. Chain 1 to start. Then into the magic circle we are going to make 6 single crochets. To make a single crochet, insert your hook into the magic circle and pull up a loop. You will have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. And this finishes 1 single crochet. We are going to make 5 more single crochets into the magic circle in the same way. You'll notice that I walked over the tail of the magic circle as I went, and after making the 6 single crochets, I am going to pull on this tail to cinch the magic circle completely closed. This brings us to the end of round 1. At the end of round 1, we have 6 single crochet stitches. This amigurumi is going to be worked in continuous rounds, so we need to mark the last stitch of the round. For that, I am using a paper clip here, but you can use anything. You can buy proper stitch markers from the market, or you can use a safety pin or even a yarn in a different color. Then for round 2, directly place 1 single crochet into that first stitch. For this round, we are going to make 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around. Again 1 single crochet into the next stitch and continue repeating like this. Once you reach the stitch marker, remove it and place 1 single crochet into that last stitch as well. At this point, your work should be pretty curled up like this, and you will have to flip it to the right side like so. Again, don't forget to mark the last stitch of the new round. For round 2, you will have the same stitch count as round 1, which is 6. From round 3, we are going to start increasing. Increasing is simply placing 2 single crochets into 1 stitch. We are going to be doing this in every alternate stitch. So in that first single crochet, place 1 single crochet. Then into the second single crochet, place 2 single crochets into the same stitch, which is 1 increase. Then into the third stitch, make 1 single crochet. Then in the fourth stitch, again 1 increase, which is 2 single crochets. We are going to repeat this sequence one more time. 1 single crochet into the fifth stitch. Then removing the stitch marker, 2 single crochets into the last stitch. For every increase round, you should be placing 2 single crochets into the last stitch, and this indicates that you have done everything correctly. If not, you must have done something wrong with your counting and you will have to recheck your work. This brings us to the end of round 3. Don't forget to mark the new last stitch of the round. At the end of round 3, you will have 9 single crochet stitches. For round 4, we are going to be doing the same thing as round 2, which is placing one single crochet into each stitch all the way around. keeping the stitch count constant. Here I am at the last stitch of the round, removing the stitch marker, 1 single crochet into the last stitch, and this brings us to the end of round 4. At the end of round 4, you will have the same stitch count as round 3, which is 9. Don't forget to replace your stitch marker. Round 5 is again going to be an increase round. For round 5, we are going to be increasing in every third stitch, so place 1 single crochet into the first 2 stitches. Then into the third stitch, increase. We are going to be repeating this sequence 2 more times. 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches and then increase. Remember that you should be placing 2 single crochets into the last stitch. Replace your stitch marker. At the end of round 5, you will have 12 single crochet stitches. Round 6 is going to be a repetition of rounds 2 and 4, in which we are going to be placing 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around. By now you should be getting a little bit of sense of how the pattern is working. After every increased round, we are making a constant round, which gives us the conical shape instead of a rounded shape. I am going to finish this round and meet back up with you. At the end of round 6, you will have the same stitch count as round 5, which is 12. As always, don't forget to replace your stitch marker. Round 7 is going to be another increase round. For round 7, we are going to be increasing in every 4th stitch. So, place 1 single crochet into the first 3 stitches. Then into the 4th stitch, increase. We are going to be repeating this sequence 2 more times. 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches and then increase. If done correctly, you should be placing 2 single crochets into the last stitch. This brings us to the end of round 7. At the end of round 7, we will have 15 single crochet stitches. Again, don't forget to mark the last stitch of the round. For round 8, 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around, same as rounds 2, 4 and 6. We are going to be keeping the stitch count constant. I will finish this round and meet back up with you. At the end of round 8, you will of course have the same stitch count as round 7, which is 15. Round 9 is our last increase round and our last round in general. For round 9, we are going to be increasing in every 5th stitch. So, place 1 single crochet into the first 4 stitches. Then into the 5th stitch increase. We are going to be repeating this entire sequence 2 more times. Here I am placing 2 single crochets into the last stitch, and this brings us to the end of round 9. At the end of round 9 you will have 18 single crochet stitches. To finish up, make 1 slip stitch into the next stitch. Then fasten off, leaving a long enough tail to work over. For the band around the hat, I am using this beige yarn. This is not accurate to the sorting hat. This is just to show you clearly. Wrap it on your crochet hook like so. Then join the yarn on the same stitch where you just fastened off. Go into the same stitch and make a slip stitch to join. Bring this yarn tail to the back. We are going to work over it. Then start by making chain 1. Then make 1 single crochet into that same stitch. Continue to make 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around, working over both of these tails as you do. After you've gone all the way around, slip stitch into the first single crochet to join, and this brings us to the end of round 10. Now we are done with this color yarn, so cut the excess yarn and fasten off, leaving a long enough tail for weaving in. You can cut off the previous yarn tail now. It has been sufficiently woven in. For the brim, bring in the same color yarn as the base of the hat. Wrap it on your crochet hook like so, and then join into any one of the stitches of the previous round. It doesn't matter which one. You'll notice each stitch has a front loop and a back loop. We are not going to work in the back loop. Go under the front loop only and make a slip stitch to join your yarn. Chain 1 to start, and then make 2 single crochets into that same stitch, working over the tails as you go. Then go under the front loop of the next stitch and make 2 single crochets. Continue increasing like this in the front loop of each stitch all the way around. Here I have gone all the way around. You should have 36 stitches in total. Slip stitch into the first stitch to join. Then cut the excess yarn and fasten off, leaving a long enough tail for weaving in. To make the join look seamless, I am going to create a fake stitch on top of the next stitch. Skip the next stitch and then go under the next stitch after that from the back. Pull your yarn tail through. Then go under the back loop only of the previous stitch and pull the yarn tail through. This will create a fake stitch on top of the join and make it look seamless. Next, I am going to weave in the yarn tails using a yarn needle. You can also use a small crochet hook for this. Go under a few loops on the back of the piece. Once the yarn tail has been sufficiently woven in, you can go ahead and cut off the excess yarn. Do the same thing for all of the remaining yarn tails. Next, I am going to sew on a keychain using the same color yarn as the hat. Come in through the inside of the hat out to the top of the amigurumi. Then go through the jump ring of the keychain and then back down through the same hole. Then tie a knot tightly with the two tails to secure the keychain. If you want, you can weave in the tails or leave them hanging just like that. This is optional, but I am going to show you how to embroider a belt buckle. I am going to use this yellow yarn and embroider on top of the band around the hat on round 10. Once you're happy with the embroidery, tie a knot at the back to secure it. After that, you can weave in the yarn tails the same way as before. And that's it. I hope you guys liked this video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.